Check out this video for my prediction for South Africa versus Argentina. Coming up. Welcome back to SkinnyBru Rugby, guys. So this weekend the Boks are playing against Los Pumas again. Both sides have made wholesale changes. It is being called a friendly this weekend, and it's probably just for everyone to determine the last players making it into the World Cup. Basically your fringe players making the squad. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you do like this video and you want to see more of my international content coming up. And then join the SuperBru pools down in the description below. I would like to see some more Argentinian faces in there. Here we go. So last weekend was played in a tough place. A very tough place to win for away teams, and this weekend is exactly the same at Loftus. It is difficult to beat the Boks there. Rassie has made 15 changes to his side, with Brits being captain, and then Ledesma made 11 changes to his side, with Matera being captain again. They will be desperate for a win, the Argentinians, otherwise they could go to a season low of 0 out of 4 for this year. The team is really better than they have been playing this year. They just need one win to restore the confidence in that side. Then the season for the Springboks, 2 wins, 1 draw, so they are undefeated. A win here and one on 6th September against the Japanese side could do them so much good when they face the New Zealanders in that first game for the Rugby World Cup. So it could be really good for them to win this one as well. This game could go either way though, because there's a lot of changes to both sides. It could be a runaway for Argentina, it could be a runaway for the Springboks, it could be a very close game, or it could even be a draw. All I know is a lot of players have all to play for in this game if they want to make it to the World Cup. If you want to have a better look at the Springbok squad for all the South Africans, I had a better view of it in the video I will link up here. Otherwise I will be covering it in this video anyway. Untried combo at the front row for Rassie Erasmus with Thomas du Toit, Schalk Brits, and then Vincent Koch. I do think these front rows do pack the punch like the other front rows of last week did, but they are going up against a completely new front row. Thomas du Toit and Koch, I think they might miss out on Rugby World Cup selection, and Brits, he's captaining the side for the first time, making him the second oldest captain in Springbok history at 39 years and 98 days old. This front row is going up against this new front row of the Argentinians, Vivas, Montoya and Medrano. They have played together before. They are more solid at scrum time for me at what I've seen before. And I'm hoping for them, because the Argentinians, they gave away a lot of penalties and unnecessary ball possession away at scrum time. And if they don't fix their scrums, it will be a horrible game for them again. They picked an experienced locking pair, or their first choice locking pair should I rather say, Petty and Lavanini. They are going up against a world-class locking pair, or another world-class locking pair of South Africa, Snyman and De Jager. It's the battle of the lineouts this time around again, and it will be huge. As one of the subscribers said, it's basically a Bulls lineout with Brits throwing to the 2 locks of the Bulls, so that's going to be a pretty solid combination for them there. It's a bit and Mostert. They gave the Argentinians problems at lineouts now and then, so this week around, let's see how it goes now. Loose forwards for Argentina. Matera, he's captain. I really think he deserves a rest though. He's been playing non-stop rugby and they can't afford an injury to him. He's a very good player. Then the ever-present Kremer and Ortega Decio as well. They are playing against Kolisi. He's finally back in the team. He's not captaining though, because they want him to focus on his gameplay this weekend. Rassie said he should give it his all, even if he's subbed in the first half already. That's what he wants from him, just to get that test rugby experience again and play his full out. Alstad, he's in the team again. He could offer a lot more than he did in that first game he played. And then Marcel Coetzee, he will be looking to impress because both Marcel Coetzee and Elstad are fighting for positions in the World Cup squad. The scrum half battle will be between Escura and Reinach. Reinach has the edge between these two. I think he is a little bit better. I want to see him. Everyone has wanted to see him start, so it's a good one to see. He will want to prove himself for this World Cup. At the fly half, we have Bonella. Finally, he gets a start. I've wanted this because he is good enough for the Jaguares. Why isn't he good enough to start for the Argentinians? Sanchez, he didn't do well this whole time yet, so I think Bonella will run a little bit better. The line does do well, but what Bonella does is actually he kicks for field position really well. He kicks into the gaps, so the Springboks will have to cover those gaps really well. He's playing up against Yankees. He's looking a little bit more confident these days, playing as the second choice number 10. He's growing into that position. He's seeing what he should do in that position, and he will want to continue in that form. Then it is Esterhuizen at number 12. This means either a few things. Either he needs a bit of form to be able to go to the World Cup, or Steyn is safe or Steyn isn't safe, or both are going to the World Cup with Steyn covering all positions. But all in all, I'm hoping for a better game for Esterhuizen. He's playing one-track minded rugby at the moment. People like saying the Islander just plays bashing rugby, but Esterhuizen has done nothing else either. He's bashing the ball in and not even looking up. So it's not been great games for him, so I want to see him play how he plays for the Sharks. And then Kriel at number 13, he's more of an attacking threat than is. Mensah at number 12, going up against Esterhuizen. De La Fuente has been moved to number 13. I've not seen him play there that I can remember. Maybe some of the Argentinian guys, you can tell me how he plays on number 13. But if I have to think, he has the quick hands to be there. He's not very fast that I can tell, but he has quick hands, so he's going to be more of a distributing outside center if I have to predict it. The back three, Moyano and Cancelliere, it's the hot steppers in the team. I know some Argentinians don't like Cancelliere for some reason. I like him as a player. He does step pretty well. His defense is a bit questionable though, but all in all, he has been dangerous and he has scored some great tries for the Jaguares. Fullback Tukelet, he's what a great replacement it is to put him in for Bafeli. What a legend he is. They are going up against Lades at the left wing. With Deante's injury, he's probably favourite to go to the World Cup as well. He just needs a good performance this weekend. Right wing Nkosi, he needs to find form again. Same for Galant at fullback. On the bench, Skara Ndubeni, who could make his debut off the bench this weekend. Probably Rassi's idea just to rest Mbunambi and Brits this weekend, so that he might as well hand someone a debut who has been playing well. Koboka and Lowe and Ori, all three of them, I think they might miss out on World Cup selection as well. Then Van Staden and Kwagga Smith, both of them are actually loose forwards. I think there's two loose forward options because Kulisi will be substituted early, so that's covering the gaps a little bit. And then de Klerk for scrum half because Herschel Yankees is injured. Steyn, he will be covering number 10, 12 and 15 as Rassi actually said. So the rest of the backline, they're going to be playing one long game, or somewhere there's going to be some funny substitutions. The captain, Creevy, he's on the bench actually for Argentina this week, with Chaparro and Figalo as well on the bench. It's mostly last weekend's front row. It didn't go really well, so if they come on, hopefully they've worked on their problems since last week. Alemano and Lozana as well. Bertrand now is back as well. Urda Poletta, the veteran in the team, and then Carreras is back as well. As I said, this game could go either way or in a bunch of directions actually. For the South African team, they've made a bunch of changes. They have played together though in that game against Australia. For the Argentinians though, they've played together a lot with the Jaguares, but this time around South Africa, they are playing at home, and they are on a roll. They don't need the game necessarily, where the Argentinians seriously need this win. But I think the players that are very desperate for the South Africans to actually make it into the World Cup squad is gonna make up for that desperation of the Argentinians to just get a victory. So I think South Africa will win by 7. Okay guys, that's my thoughts for the game. Let me know down in the comments below what you think will happen. Also, join the SkinnyBru pools down in the description below, and subscribe if you do like the channel, and I'll see you for the next video. Cheers.